diamonds, you got CZs. CZs, wake up, get to it, and repeat. Repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing haters say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away. Put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch.
It's week 15 of the NFL, and we'll get a look at the Penguin, Jalen Waddle. He comes in second in the NFL in touchdown receptions. It's the Bears and the Browns, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 24.
From just off the shores of Lake Erie, EA Sports brings you coverage of the NFL. The byes are over. It's now a 4-week sprint to the finish, and we are underway here in Week 15. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by a man who nearly broke the single-season rushing record for quarterbacks last season. A true dual threat out of Ohio State, Justin Fields. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Now it's Fields. He'll get this one complete to Zane Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. 2nd and 10.
At the 46-yard line.
Now Fields. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Bears defense. They've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down. A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
3rd and 2, Fields. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Gano's kick is good, and the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. Bringing them out is the number 1 overall pick this year, Heisman Trophy winner at Alabama, Bryce Young.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
A play fake. Now Young. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, he figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
On the gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 46-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd and 7. Now Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Anderson Morgan trying to get him the football. Nobody can do more in space. And they believe that he creates mismatches that can exploit.
Again, it's Young. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going to try and throw. And that's going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now. Right? The opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt.
Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one by him.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Jalen Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
A 50-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Now, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Off the play fake, Young. Got his man, it's Williams. Now an injured player here, so a stoppage, and that's Jameson Williams who's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here is 3rd down and 4. Young to throw it. And that is incomplete. Boy, did Arnold but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Back deep, Brandon Powell. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. Now the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
Fields throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Fields. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. A perfect example right there, Charles, of why they love this rookie runner.
And think about how the NFL and the college games are meshing together more and more. You don't have to go to the NFL and learn a new set of skills. What you did in college often makes you ready for the NFL.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 7.
Now Young.
This one into the hands of the rookie Luke Musgrave.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Young looks to throw on first down.
A short throw to Musgrave.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
Young trying to hurry them up to the line here.
Young now looking to throw on second down.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Well, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown Bears!
Christian Watson
with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Bears are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they take the lead here at 7-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Fields.
On the screen, this is Edmonds. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Play action. It's Fields.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
From the gun, here's Fields. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Fields now to throw.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now Fields.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and that'll keep this a one-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
Final play of the half, Young. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. Young.
That one caught downfield by Watson.
And a crossover out of bounds right at the 25. So a very tight first.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick.
The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
It's Young on first down.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And this one is incomplete.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
And quickly out wide, this is Watson.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Awesome.
Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Out of the gun, it's Young.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done. I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
So I'm showing his tackle on that play. Second catch for him today, and they'll wind up the first down.
Now Fields. He's got Ayuk once again.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, You often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And the Browns are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Oh, man. Just when the D thought they had the answer for him, he went and changed the question. Surprises him by taking off himself. He's able to set up his offense pretty with a first and goal.
Fields.
Out to his left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown.
Justin Fields taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Browns have retaken a third-quarter lead. Fields trying to throw for it.
And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Ready up.
They go play action. Young.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On second down, Young again.
Christian Watson.
And all the way down to the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with second and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Young's throw is taken in by Waddle.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
7 yards there and a first down.
To throw, Young.
He'll complete this one to Watson.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a first and goal.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
That's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Meanwhile, Fields throw here into the hands of Jones.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
To throw is Fields. Catch made by Slayton. And the Browns are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And remember, this drive started off turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields escaping the press. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Justin Fields, touchdown number 2 in the game, and the Browns will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
And talk about built to run the football, whether you're calling it on design running plays or him breaking out into the open field after trying to pass the football. Justin Fields knows where the end zone is. 8 rushing touchdowns last season. Only Jalen Hurts had more.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. It's Young off play action. Nowhere to